Be a great idea, or if anything, it's just a good excuse where it's just like you're in there. It's like, okay, let's grab some food. Oh, do you want to sit down while we eat this? Let's go in here. This looks like it has seats. Oh, what's this that's on the screen? Sneaky. Second map gonna be Infernal Shrines, another map that RPG is able to play around very easily, dancing around the map with Illidan or Dahaka or whatever they need.
Exactly. Infernal Shrines coming in for map number 2. Once again, RPG, though, actually underperforming spectacularly on Infernal Shrines.
Really? I'm pretty sure I had this reaction last week as well, but oh my god.
That is crazy for a really decent class team like RPG to have 0 wins throughout both phases, phase 1 and phase 2 of HGC China. That is almost like if you had told me that they haven't won a single map on, or a single game on this map, I would have laughed at you and I would be like, yeah, sure, later. But
yeah,
apparently it's true.
Oh my god, I had no idea. RPG, what have you done? Why did you choose this? Is this just stat padding? Is this what is this to you? Is this a game? Do you think this is a game, RPG? It is, but it is a professional game. But, well, RPG, still feeling confident despite not winning once. They're taking us to Infernal Shrines. 0% win rate versus 0% win rate. Let's go. RPG giving the first ban over to Wukong Gaming.
Time for an impromptu scrim against Wukong Gaming. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they might as well just try a couple of new things, right? As long as they still take it seriously, as long as they make sure that they do not lose and sack 2 points, they can definitely take this opportunity to, you know, polish their own gameplay, because 0-5 is definitely not where you want to be at, especially with Infernal Shrines being such a mainstream go-to battleground.
So I know you aimed this question at Kendrick Garino. I know you aimed this question at Kendrick, but I'm going to attempt to answer it here.
Do it.
You asked which of the teams might be better. Well, the answer is probably RPG because they're the better team.
True.
Simple as that.
Yeah, comparing like the raw strength of both teams, it would definitely lean towards RPG. Looking at the raw statistics, though, it would basically be a tie, because none of the teams has actually won a single game, but I would definitely lean towards the RPG.
Yeah,
by the way, Metzgerino
Tetcher,
the nickname of the user in chat, means Little Butcher.
Little Butcher? Ooh, why is that a skin? We have Little Ragnaros, Little Butcher. Mmm, fresh meat!
There we go! I mean, and at some point we can open up a Nexus kindergarten with...
Who else would have a really good little skin?
I mean, I wouldn't mind some Baby Thrall and Baby Varian, you know?
Baby Thrall and Baby Varian?
Oh, I would love it. Gotta get some girls in there as well. Gotta get some girls in there as well. Maybe a feisty little Li Ming, 5-year-old.
Not so sure about Li. Like, it has to be something that would be ridiculous as a baby skin.
Okay, let's see. I mean... Sonya being more buff and taller than anyone else?
Maybe? Like, you can't change the hitbox too much is the issue. Like, little Asmodan, I think, is definitely possible.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have to change anything about Lily. She just fit right in there.
Maybe Chromie. Yeah, all you're changing about Lily, to be fair, is just taking 5 years off.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount of changes.
Oh boy, make that happen right now, Blizzard. Take our money for more kindergarten baby skins. There we go.
Little ETC. Oh, that sounds adorable. I like it.
You know what I would like to think of?
Metal.
Like little ETC was part of the church choir, and he was like a real.
Oh,
like
he just rebelled in his teenage years.
Exactly.
Before that, he was just the good boy. Yes, absolutely. Oh dear, like little Diablo, but actually call it Dibbles. Manly Beardson, you have won the suggestions for today. Speaking of winning, Wukong Gaming have picked Genji, but unfortunately, RPG already have Uther. They have one set of CZ to deal with it. They could use a bit more though. Wow, this is once again Wukong Gaming continuing their theme of just winning drafts and losing games.
Just imagine the first 3 picks from Wukong Gaming coming in from a team like SPT, and you would be like, "Okay, we're in trouble." But
I would throw my keyboard away and be like, "What is the other team doing? How have they let this happen?" But yeah, this can be dealt with, especially by RPG. In fact, I would argue the best way to deal with this is how RPG plays, and that's to ignore objectives and win everything else.
Exactly. I also like what they're doing in terms of, you know, choking on the supports or making Wukong Gaming pick a subpar support. Because with the Genji, you need someone to have those big, massive burst heals, and Rhaegar would definitely be one of those. Looks like they're thinking of the Abathur once again, which is basically the same thing. Like, Abathur basically is a support when it comes to amplifying the combat performance of the likes of Greymane and Genji. And keep in mind that you could go for a copy on both, either Greymane or Genji. That would be very scary, but they go for the more standard traditional approach because they're like, yeah, sure, Abathur is dangerous, but could it really be a lethal tool in the hands of Wukong Gaming? Probably not, and they go for the Rhaegar instead.
Yeah, no, RPG could, in theory, pick the Abathur. Like, it would mean they're down to 1 range damage dealer because they still need a second tank, although they have gone without one in the past. But they could still go with the Abathur if they wanted to.
Yep, definitely. Now, Tyrael, once again, out of the way. I'm not sure why Wukong Gaming keeps banning the Tyrael. Maybe they just don't like playing against him, but, you know.
Okay, so final picks for RPG. I would like to see, if they were to run an Abathur comp, I would say Abathur and Muradin because they are horrifically scary together, and then any kind of auto attack based assassin for RPG.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't hate it. Like the Abathur, as you said, still a possibility, especially with the strong main tank like Muradin. Muradin would also be extremely good against the likes of Greymane. Even the Genji can suffer. Also, you would make your team comp extremely beefy. Like Uther armor, the double tank. It would be really hard for Genji to get any sort of reset value. So I love your approach, Tetcher, going for another beefy.
Which assassin would you pick there for preventing Genji from getting any resets at all?
Probably something like, let's see. You could go for a mage, something like the Gul'dan, which basically has a spell shield in his kit. Well, that's not what you call sturdy.
None of those things. But the sustain is good. RPG so far, Lucio, since he has returned into the HGC games in China, has yet to win. RPG looking to change that. But cool. In terms of the answer, seeing as it's invalidated now due to them not going for it, I would have said that the interesting tank there would have been Tychus or Reyna. Because Reyna just gets the self-heal, so it makes it even harder
I can see that.
to actually kill him. The problem is Reyna's kind of bad. Because he has the second worst trait in the game.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to increase their auto attack range even further to make it even relevant. Like,
just give him something.
Yeah.
Give him something
like
useful.
make it a passive, and you keep it like it is right now, and make it an activatable component, which basically increases his range for a couple of seconds even more. So you can
fix Reyna in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Make him more mobile. That's all I've got. Give him some sort of dash. Give him some sort of movement speed steroid baseline.
Okay, I like it. That is reasonable options. That's a Kerrigan coming in for Wukong Gaming. They were looking so good, and then that happened. But it's a hell of a lot of burst. I like it. Try and remove people through Lucio. Yeah.
But those guys are going all in with 3 jumpers, I want to call them. Like, they're going to have 3 heroes who want to engage on you. Even Arthas is probably one of them. Even Karzim could join the fray as well with a Radiant Dash. Yeah. I'm not sure if Karzim is the perfect support, though, to keep the likes of Genji and Kerrigan alive. What do you think about that?
I don't think the objective is to keep him alive. I think the objective is to blow people up, but you're against Uther, so a bit of an issue. That does explain the Tyrael ban, though.
It absolutely does.
That. So what tank do we need? A noob. Okay, so you remove some of that. You see the Maelstrom drop the Cocoon.
True.
Which, and you're going to hate me for this, I think that Kerrigan should pick Ultralisk. Because what's going to happen every time you jump in? You're going to get cocooned if you have Maelstrom. You can still control Ultralisk while you're in the cocoon.
I mean, you could also argue, though, that if they cocoon the Kerrigan with a Maelstrom, Genji's going to have a free Dragon Blade. So
true. So yeah, that's true. You get a double distraction. Yeah. That's a good argument against doing my stupid plan. So that's fair. Either way, no Raider, despite our best attempts to fix him. I would fix him by raising the attack speed on his W. Just to make him niche.
Okay.
Make him great in attack speed comps as a
just
sort
on
of
himself or on everyone around him?
On everyone.
Okay.
Make him really useful for those attack speed comps with melee assassin and stuff like that. He's not going to overtake Valor or anyone else in other comps, so just give him his own little niche. Make him a good sort of support assassin. I tried, but either way, both of these comps look pretty nice. The Kerrigan could work. I just don't feel a huge amount of confidence in it. On the bright side, though, if they do pick Ultralisk, I get to tick something off my list.
Yeah, if it had been CE or SPT to pick the Kerrigan, I would have been a little bit more optimistic. For now, guys, we're gonna dive into this game 2 between Wukong Gaming and RPG. Can they make a comeback happen? Let's find out.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Infernal Shrines. And spawning on the left-hand side, it is RPG! With Chicken on Dahaka, Wang on Anubarak, Sar on Uther, Infinity is on the Lucio, and Lokdar is on that Valor.
Their opponents in the red, Wukong Gaming playing with Ailing on the Greymane, Lahu on the Kerrigan, Zero on his Arthas, Moon on the Gengu, and Lang is on the Karazim. Now, Tetcher, here's something I'm legitimately worried about. If you take a look at the team comp of RPG, they're going to have 1, 2, 3 with level 10, 4 stuns in the Reign of Vengeance. Actually 5 because Anubarak has 2 baseline. So they've got an abundance of stuns, right? Karazim has no cleanse, and Kerrigan, if she goes in, might be suffering a lot as a result. What do you think of that?
Once again, I feel that this... Oh, get out of there, Karazim. I once again feel that that's not the objective. The objective isn't to get engaged upon. You are the engagees. If Wukong Gaming aren't engaging hard every single time with this composition, then they are playing it wrong. They are not here to get engaged upon and get killed off.
Even if you engage, you can get interrupted and disengaged on, basically, by all the stuns.
But the objective is to kill the person who you're engaging upon. Okay. So even if you do get CC'd, you kill a wait. You're still in a 4 versus 5. That's the objective. You don't need to collect. You don't need to cleanse against a dead CC'er.
All right. So that's going to be their battle plan for sure. I like it. I like it in theory. Can they pull it off in, you know, the actual game? That's going to be the question here. Wukong Gaming going strong, setting up a couple of gank attempts here already, bringing down RPG extremely low, but against the double support, that is extremely hard to kill anyone. Vala Lokdar, is he going to fall though? First blood for Wukong Gaming with a 4-man gank in the middle. They might get another one.
Pull him! Oh, the boot from Infinity, not enough to save his ally there. But yeah, 2 kills. 2 kills going over to Wukong Gaming at the start. They're running this comp pretty much how they should do. They lost a little bit of XP in the bot lane, but not enough to say that that was not worth. So nicely done. Also, there are 2 potential things from my list that we could cross off in this game. Both on opposite teams. We have Ultralisk or Reverse Amp.
Reverse Amp. Sometimes I even forget what the heroic ability does because I never see it. But for those of you guys who are wondering because they haven't seen Lucy in a while, or they might be newer to the game in general, Reverse Amp is the not so common heroic ability because its overall impact on the team fight is rather limited. It can basically revert what Lucio brings with this beat. So if you have the healing beat on, it is currently damaging enemy heroes over time. If you've got the movement speed beat on, it slows enemies for a certain period of time. So it might sound cool, but it's really not that good.
Okay, humor me for a second. Reverse Amp with the movement speed reduction from Lucio, and acid-drenched mandibles for Anubarak. He got some value. Kerrigan, I don't believe... Sorry, Valor, I don't believe has an Executioner anymore. Or does she?
I don't think she has it anymore. I might be wrong, though.
Okay, well, either way, there is some synergy. There is a non-zero amount of synergy, so there is the smallest of chances. I don't believe it's going to happen. It's like a 3% chance, but it is there. Ultralisk is more likely.
What did Chicken do here, by the way? RPG, like, Chicken was pushing top the entire time, and just when Wukong Gaming got the last skeleton, he decided to burrow down there. What was that?
I don't know. I think they were looking for a kill to prevent the push from happening. But they didn't get the kill, and as such, this push is happening. Both towers will go down here. Not a huge amount of value will be gained otherwise, but that's still a nice first objective coming in from Wukong Gaming.
Yeah, Wukong Gaming in full speed and momentum here, really playing this early game so well, pushing with the first punish as well, and they took a little bit of a lead here, actually. The counter pushing and counter soaking by Chicken didn't prove to be very valuable. Kerrigan going in with another combo, didn't land on anyone, but they're still going strong, they're not letting go.
Moon coming in from above, looking for the poke damage, dashes through, getting absolutely zero value, and as such Wukong Gaming able to disengage due to everyone going, oh look at Genji, and turning around to try and deal with him.
Alright, Wukong Gaming. Heed our prayers. Don't give up now. Don't let go. Keep playing your thing. Keep riding the wave of momentum here, and keep being aggressive, because that's what your team comp is all about, as Tetris said earlier. You're looking good for now. Karzim, by the way, went for the Spirit Ally, going for the healing over time. Now he goes for the Quicksilver. Excuse me, he goes for the additional Radiant Dash, level 7. And fairly standard so far on the side of Wukong Gaming. I like it. And they get another kill. Chicken, bye-bye, baby. And this is now 3-0 in terms of overall kills for Wukong Gaming.
It is. Utilizing that Kerrigan quite nicely. Kerrigan with the extra radius on her stun on level 7. Interesting talent. Very good if you are, for starters, 1, being a little bit inconsistent and maybe not landing a stun every time, and 2, for grabbing multiple heroes, which is what they want. They want to blow people up and prevent them heals from Uther. Yeah.
In the meantime, we see the... Oh, what is that talent on Lucio? It's not the party mix. It's not the boombox.
That is the increased radius when you activate the heal. When you activate Amp It Up, the increased radius on the heal.
Okay, the Sonic Amplifier. There we go. That's pretty nice. It's a little bit more consistent, I guess. You just need to have allies around you. It doesn't really take that long to get full value of that talent compared to Party Mix, but I still probably would have preferred the Party Mix. I think it's just so good when you complete it. Like, it's a permanent value gain, basically. It's not that hard to complete.
Indeed, not too difficult in general. RPG, this time getting a head start on the objective, already up to 11, but in come Wukong Gaming. Not going to hit their 10. They won't hit 10 before this happens. Wang getting a lot of harassment. Will Chicken rotate in this time, or are they going to once again give it up? They are already ahead. They're 20 in.
Yeah.
Is Chicken coming down? He needs to do so quickly. Here he comes from below. They're going to attempt to make a move onto Kerrigan by the looks of it, because the Kerrigan stun did not land. First stun, second stun, and Kerrigan is removed from the fight.
And that is, of course, the gamble. If you have a Kerrigan in your team and she misses the combo, she's all exposed, and Wang smelled the chicken. He knew exactly when to go in. He saw the combo fail by Kerrigan, and he didn't even hesitate a millisecond. He immediately went for the burrow charge. Chicken on the Dahaka also followed suit. Beautifully done by RPG. They take this first shrine in their favor, and they unleash the purple John Cena. And that is the scariest of them all.
He moves in, begins wailing on Zero, but Zero tanking through it once again. This looks like it's going to be a 2-tower jobby, maybe even a 1-tower. Yeah, they're only going to get 1 tower out of this. Sentinels, though, zoning. There we go. That allows them to get the second.
Yeah, the healing fountain drop thing as well. I can't. What was that?
No reverse amp, cry.
Yeah.
Kerrigan, you are my only hope. Please. Oh, Kerrigan. Why must teams
never lucky? They might as well have given it a try, but I cannot stress enough how important it is to take down enemy healing fountains. It gives you so much value, especially while fighting over map objectives, denying the enemies the possibility to quickly regenerate health and mana. Always nice. In fact, I would normally actually put way more focus on healing fountains than some of the pro teams even do. For now, though, we see Kerrigan once again trying to go in for the combo, has the Maelstrom ready, and this is looking like an all-in combat for Wukong Gaming.
They are trying. The 7-sided strike onto the backline, harassing Wang. The damage output is too much. RPG all grouped up, able to survive the Maelstrom.
Huge damage!
Get hit by a huge stun here. The stun on Chicken, he survives through, and both these teams just trading damage back and forth. Yep. But Wukong Gaming, they come out ahead because they don't lose anyone, and they steal the camp.
Exactly. They got the camp, very important, and while those Impalers won't really do the hugest amounts of damage, they still take a while to be dealt with, and that allows Wukong Gaming to rotate around the map and potentially set up an ambush. All heroic abilities, bar the Go for the Throat, were used in that last team fight, and none of the team members died for either team. That was a beautiful team fight, a constant back and forth, strong engage, but also strong disengage by RPG. So, Wukong Gaming, they're going to have to wait now for a while. They need the Dragon Blade and they need the Maelstrom.
Wukong should have won that fight, honestly.
True.
Goodbye, Zero.
Nice.
No, not goodbye, Zero. Good escape, and they turn it round. Nicely done. Infinity is destroyed. They get locked on, and more shall follow as they go on to Wang. Wang Burrow gets the shield, but Kerrigan, nope, never mind. Cocoon will save Wang here.
Inside it, bow, baby!
So lucky. Cocktail taken out. But like I said, Wukong should have won because all they had to do was target someone. They didn't. They split up their focus too much. This time, though, they did it beautifully. And Wukong Gaming, 6 kills to 1 in their favor. But there's still only a little sliver of XP ahead due to RPG playing the map a bit better.
Absolutely. And look at both support heroes from RPG. They basically took that teamfight, or they were engaged in, I should say, just so slightly before the Soundberry and the Divine Shield came back off cooldown. With those tools available, I think they could have maybe saved 1 or 2 of the heroes, but without it, it was just too much damage, too much crowd control for them to handle. Now, Wukong Gaming in the driver's seat. They're going for the shrine once again, but they're not neglecting the other walls. Look at that. They're rotating a little bit, Genji taking care of the middle, and only Dehaka in the bottom lane currently unattended. But is he going to get that forward? Hard to say. For now, though, Kerrigan, the only hero dealing with the skeletons. She's so fast at that. Looking good. I like the rotations a little bit more by Wukong Gaming compared to game 1.
Yeah, they're looking really good this game in general. They looked decent last game as well. RPG, they are playing the map better as they did last time, only this time it's not making as much of a difference because Wukong are picking up more kills with this heavy burst comp. Wang dodging the root, nicely done. He will be able to escape.
Okay, and look at what Wukong Gaming did here. They actually left 1 skeleton up because they wanted to potentially get a gank kill first and then unleash the Punisher to get even more value down. And it is highly unlikely that RPG would even try to contest this at 39. They're instead going to use Chicken even more in the bottom lane. And I think now he's actually had enough time to damage it and he's probably going to take it down as well. For now, though, Wukong Gaming, they're going to trade forward for forward, it seems, if they maybe even take out a couple of heroes for RPG. Even better, they could go right for the keep.
Lucio with the self-heal as his
back
level
in the mix.
13. The correct choice.
Oh,
Almost always never the correct choice, but here, oh my god, is it the correct choice? He needs any survivability from that blow-up that he can get.
Yeah.
Now, is Chicken going to join his team, or is he going to maybe rotate up to mid lane and kill off that fort as well? It's big stun onto Wang, potentially misplayed here. He does unburrow very quickly, gets rooted, but he survives, and that's the important bit. Lucio dropping the healing, keeping everyone alive as they focus it down. Front wall will go down, but the Punisher will drop, and by the looks of it, the keep will survive without too much duress. Dehaka could tunnel in from above here if they wanted to try and make a play. Stun from Kerrigan onto Wang, trying to focus him down. He's dropping so low. The break it down. Soundbarrier from behind the isolation.
Dragonblade.
The Kerosene. Dragonblade trying to do it, but
Wang!
on too high health, except for Wang. Stun up to save himself. Turns around, goes back in, picks up the kill. But Moon is getting reset and is shredding through the team. And this is why you ban Genji.
Genji is just absolutely shredding through this backline. The Kerrigan helping out as well. The Greymane taking huge bites off the backline from RPG as well. And ladies and gentlemen, Wukong Gaming, for the first time against a relatively well-established team like RPG, are in the driver's seat, and they're about to take this game if they continue to play like this. They have a 16 advantage now. They got more talents at their disposals. They've got more aggressive tools as way now as well. The Karazim going for the way of the 100 Fists. This could be their game to win, Tetcher. We believe!
I don't believe. They will find a way to
get out of here!
Wang, that was stupid. That was really not a good idea. Like, I understand what he was doing. It was a cool move to go back in and make sure that they guaranteed the kill. But all he did there was provide a low health target for Genji. Once Genji starts getting resets, then he starts winning fights. He had no reason to go back in. His team was probably going to get that kill if they liked it or not. All he did there was provide Genji a way for Wukong Gaming to win the fight, as opposed really hard, as opposed for a way for Wukong Gaming to maybe win the fight or maybe balance it back and forth.
Oh, the Howling Blast almost landed.
Yeah,
that was really, really close. They could have definitely nailed Wang down once again. Wang, by the way, I would have never... Oh, that was a good Howling Blast as well. The boop is there to save Infinity, though. But I would have never said that or would have never thought that I would say this one day. But Wang looks like the weakest link in the game of RPG here. Definitely have to agree. He's not as tanky as other warriors are. Can they face him? Oh, they get him once again. We jinxed him.
The Dragonblade. The Dragonblade again coming in. The
oh my god.
And yeah, Lucio came in, I'm not sure for what purpose, but he gave Moon another reset. And Wukong Gaming, RPG are just gifting them resets for Genji.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh hey, Genji hasn't had a reset in a while, let's send in Lucio, that will solve the problem. No, this is how you lose the game. They're not playing this as well as they should be and as well as they usually do.
And I gotta give a lot of kudos to Wukong Gaming. We saw teams like SBT and E-Star struggle a little bit against this permanent split pushing style played and executed by RPG. But Wukong Gaming, they seem to have found the recipe on how to counter it. They go for hard engages all day, every day. They lock a target down, they focus it down with a lot of burst damage, and they get resets off it as well, and thus force a really advantageous situation for them as well. Another Arcane Puncher, and I don't think there's anything RPG can do to save their middle keep. Wukong Gaming, they have all the tools available. Dragon Blade, 20 seconds. That should be enough time for the Punisher to arrive at the gates. This is maybe the second keep. What do you think?
It's almost certainly going to be a second keep, as we do see Wukong Gaming moving in. Front gate still up, so Wang will be able to at least date that in. Vision gained by Cocktail, so Wang able to pull that in quite easily. Lots of stuns dropped onto him, but good amount of sustain. Saves himself this time. Chicken, soaking XP for his team. They're only a level behind. They're just waiting for 20. All they have to do is survive. Divine Shield dropped onto Valor. She turns it around, trying to get the kill onto Arthas, as he is the furthest forward. Kerrigan's completely out of position. Once again, stuns onto Wang. Why aren't you mirrored in? It would be so helpful. Down goes the Punisher.
Get another keep.
The patience from Chicken. Yeah, the keep will go down, but the patience from Chicken has bought his team a lot of XP as they move in. Now they're just looking for a fight. They pull in Kerrigan, but the Dragon Blade is dropped. Stunned out this time, though. Isolation onto Genji, and this is their chance. The turnaround from Kerrigan, and they shred through it. Wukong Gaming,
if they kill more dudes,
they're gonna end to 0. Could this be the chance? Sa is going down.
Wukong Gaming
4 for 0. Wukong moving onto the court. It's up to Valor.
Wukong Gaming at the brink of getting their first victory in the current season. Only Vala left alive. Loctor fighting for his life. They're all so low, but they take out the Vala and they get the first game in Phase 2 of HGC. We believe, Wukong Gaming, baby!
Why did that have to be against RPG?
Look at them!
On, RPG.
Look at them. They're so happy, Tetcher. And I'm happy too.
I know, I'm happy for them. Well deserved. They played that really, really well, and they have had so many games where they have won the early and the mid game that this was a inevitability to happen eventually. Well played by Wukong. They just tried to leave. They're not used to winning. They turn around. No, they're gone. They just don't know how to react to winning. It's the first time this has happened. But Wukong Gaming, well deserved this time. They really did deserve that victory. Beautiful plays. RPG, they need to re-evaluate. They made some big misplays in those last 2 games.
And they're now 0-6 on Infernal Shrines. Definitely not.
RPG, why?
Oh, man. Not the strongest battleground. They chose it. Obviously, they thought they could use it as a practice battleground or a practice scrim. But it is safe to say now that Wukong Gaming has more victories on Infernal Shrines than RPG in 2 seasons.
They really do. Oh, man. RPG. Come on now. Either way, Wukong Gaming, well deserved. That is their first win. Their win-loss ratio now standing at 1-12 in terms of map wins, and they have a single point. Oh no, wait, sorry. No, their win-loss ratio stands at 1-23 in terms of total maps, and their points is now 1.
All right. Currently, no more teams left in any of the big HGC regions with a team that hasn't won a single map. Really, really happy to have that here, Tetcher. And you know what? I wanna address all the viewers out there, and I want to address you as well, Tetcher. Send us your happiest facial expressions on Twitch or Twitter. Send us a link on Twitch or send us a picture on Twitter with your happy face expression about that first Wukong Gaming victory. I'm gonna post one as well, or I'm gonna tweet one as well. At Tetcher, at KonnexWish. We're gonna retweet all of you.
Yeah. Use the hashtags HGC and hashtag We Believed. With a D on the end, because it is now past tense. It has happened.
And they made it work with team comp that was so all in, that was so wonky on paper, because you could actually counterplay it as well. But they Kerrigan, like, first time in the Chinese HGC Phase 2, and they made Kerrigan work like a charm. The Genji, of course, once again, a dominant force that you cannot stop unless you have decent disengage. And in theory, they had it. They had Uther, they had the Anubarak, but it was just too many mistakes in one game to go through in order to stabilize and hope to win. And once again, our analysts in China are not having a good day.
Oh my god,
that is incredible.
That's 2 upsets. That's Hot's Lady 1-1 versus E-Star. Wukong Gaming 1-1 versus RPG. If Soa 1-1 SPT, this day is just a wash. I'm done.